The big thing I like about it is that you're providing opportunities for underprivileged areas that really some communities that are overlooked a lot of times. And especially, like I said, I'm a big advocate with a 10-year-old. I'm very big into the things that's the, after school projects, getting stuff for students and getting stuff for families that can provide them a little bit of, capability to give students a leg up in the world is any time we can do that again, because again, I want every opportunity for my son, so I would assume giving that to other people would be great too. I love running. I've been running for many years, and when I was 26 years in the military, and since that, it's in my personal thing. It's my happy place. It's where I get to go and do things. So anytime I get to go out there, I'm no longer a competitive runner. I'm no longer a I run for my own enjoyment. I do all of the BA events, the 5K, 10K, and the half marathon carrying a flag representing Team RWB. So I'm going to hopefully run it this year. 2019, they wouldn't let us carry flags, but I love representing, and I think being out there motivating other people around me and being able to other people, reaching a goal. When I did the 2019 marathon, I ran with a Marine and a Navy guy, former veterans who had never done a marathon before. So getting them through their marathon was the biggest thing for me. Because like I said, I've run races that are longer. I run ultra marathons. So the distance is nothing really that big for me, but I like being out there with people because again, just in the marathon doing it in 2019, the amount of the crowds and the cheering and everything, even when you have a low point, it gets you through those low points rather quickly. So, it's a great experience. And again, I also like the charity portion of this. So I like doing things for charity. Like I said, I'm in a bunch of charities. So, helping that out and also getting to run, it works out. So it's two good things in one time. So yeah, I'm more than willing to run with people. Like I said, I can get them through their low points because they're going to have them, and I just keep moving forward, and I'll be there for them.
That strikes me in some ways more than anything else is the sheer magnitude of 30,000 runners coming in here. For a great many people, we're often looking for the interesting sideline story, the special person one way or another, but really the race, the core, the guts of it are all those runners.
And look at this picture, Tom, the picture that we have up on our screen, just how hard this person is struggling to, achieve the goal, and he's going to do it.
And he will do it because all those people along the way are cheering for him to do it.
Like I said, I'm a 26-year veteran of the Army. I did that from the time I was 17 until about 10 years ago I got out. My wife and I moved up here. I've been, running with different organizations and doing charity for different organizations. 2018, I was part of the marathon relay that they did for the military, the 100-year anniversary of the marathon relay. So that's where I got interested in the marathon. And that's what also motivated my other two friends to do it, to run. Like I said, I work at MIT, so I'm, around students constantly, and I enjoy the interaction with those families. My wife is, she's an oncology nurse, but she also is the PTO president for Brophy. So we're big in the student communities. So again, I just look forward to, being out there. I love to meet people. I love to talk to people. And again, raising money for charities is always a good thing. I think that's a good day when you wake up. But again, I run a lot. I've run a lot of races. I've done everything up to and including 50-miler and 65 miles of a 100-mile race. So I enjoy running. Again, it's my happy place. Many people don't think that, but it's one of those things I enjoy. So I think what happens is if you care about the charity that you're working for and you can verbally tell people why it's a great charity, again, your organization works with kids and gives them something to do with their time, gives them an alternative. And puts them on a path to success. And I think that's one of those things that if you feel strongly about the charity that you're working for, and it comes out in how you phrase your statements and all that stuff, I think it's great. It's one of the things that also I reiterate to people is it's not just about me. You're helping Team Framingham continue to do a wide swath of charity work across the board. So I think that's one of the key events that helps sell the program. Again, like I said, supporting kids is always, you can't tell me that's a bad thing. So my son is in an after school program, and all those organizations, anytime you can give, even in a world where we have a lot of kids that work on, computers. My son comes home, he always wants to be on the computer. Anytime you can give kids an alternative, one that emphasizes, doing your schoolwork, gives you an environment that's away from whatever hassle you're going through in an environment. I know that, I don't know about this area, but in some of the cities that I've been in the military, in downtown Atlanta and things like that, there's a lot of violence in the area. So getting the kids out of that area and being able to provide them with a safe area to go to is awesome. And I do know the other thing that swayed my vote towards you a little bit as well is I did hear in the meeting that you were trying to expand the program. I think that's awesome because again, you've shown success throughout the last, several years where you've been doing this. So expanding the program is always awesome. So again, if I can help get you to the next level where you can help more community, that's a win-win. And so again, any program that reaches out and increase, if you can help students and young people, and it also helps the community as a group because they see that somebody cares for them, their kids, and if you care for their kids, then you care for their community. And it benefits the police in the area, it benefits all that. So it's a self-licking ice cream cone in the fact that as you make people feel good about that, you take care of the youngest of them, and the whole community comes and wraps around it. I'm sure you've experienced that with the communities you've been in, where the community actually is happy you're there and actually supports you being in that area. So I run for, there's 3 of my buddies who passed away during in the combat. So there's actually, I have 21 people that I actually have a memory book, but there's 3 specific that were key friends of mine. So I run for them. And as a matter of fact, when I run the BAA 5, 10 and half marathon, I have their streamers on my guide on, so that way that they're running with me when I run it. So as I say constantly about my buddy Duke, I said Duke was a better man than me, and running in honor of him. When I get those low points, I think, well, they can't do this, so I should. You know what I mean? Keep moving because they can't be here to do it. And so it's a great honor to be able to run for people. And like I said, especially those who are no longer here to be able to run for themselves. The big thing I like about it is that you're providing opportunities for underprivileged areas that really some communities that are overlooked a lot of times.